Hello and welcome to the course on C Programming Learn to Code series. This is the 22nd lecture of Unit 2, and in this lecture we will solve another programming problem that is called write a program to calculate simple interest. So let us first understand the problem, then we will write the code for it. Let's say here you can see two characters. The first character, he is a borrower and he is the lender, let's say. Okay, now let the borrower take around rupees 5,000 from the lender, and he promised to give a interest amount of 5%, and let the borrower has taken for 2 years. Okay, so he takes this amount of money from the lender, and he promised to pay a interest of 5% to the lender, and he takes that money for 2 years. Now how much interest he is about to pay after 2 years? So that we are exactly calculating. Okay, so that is called actually the simple interest. So to calculate the simple interest, there is a simple formula we are using. So the formula is, so let's say the formula is something like this: simple interest is equal to, that is, this amount is actually called the principal amount, okay, and this is called the interest, and this is your number of years. So we can say this is number of years. So now the formula says it will be PNR divided by 100. Sorry, it will be PNR divided by 100. So what is P? So P represents your principal amount, N represents your number of years, and R represents your rate of interest. So this is called actually rate of interest. So if you are charged as 5%, means it will be, if you calculate the value over here, so 5% of 5,000, so you have to pay 250 rupees, okay, per year. But you have taken the money for 2 years, that's why you have to pay 250 2 times. So that means you have to pay 500 rupees to your lender after you return the money. Okay, so this is how you are going to calculate your simple interest. So we are going to solve this particular problem. To calculate a simple interest, if you are provided with your principal amount, number of years, and your rate of interest. So that means to write the program, what you are going to do is you have to declare 4 variables particularly. So what are the different variables? One is called your simple interest, and another 3 will be your P, N, and R. Then you have to find out the simple interest by using this formula. So let's go and write the code over here. So we are using VS Code for that. So let's write it. So for doing it quickly, I have already included the structure of C program. Now let's write the program over here. So how many variables we want to take? We want to take 4 variables over here. So let's say I'm using the data type as float, that is simple interest. Let's say we will take the variable name as SI. So SI stands for simple interest. Then we have to take another 3 variables, that is P, N, and R. That much is enough. And then what you are going to do, we will specify, or we will collect the information about, or the amount about P, N, and R. So let me ask the user to enter the detail. So first of all, we have to ask the principal amount, printf, or we can ask it all 3 in a single printf statement also. So let us do that. Enter principal amount, then comma, your rate of interest, interest, then number of years. Okay, so that's enough. Let me put a semicolon over here, then we will write scanf percentage f percentage f percentage f, 3% f for 3 different values, comma, and percentage your p, comma, n, and percentage n, comma, and percentage r, p and r, right? So put semicolon. So it could be okay. So we have taken the scanf and we are about to take principal amount, number of year, and rate of interest. So principal amount, so we should write number of years so that the user should not be confused over here. So we should put over here number of years and rate of interest. Okay, hope you understand the concept. So we are trying to take 3 values, that is your principal amount, number of years, and rate of interest, and accordingly we have written principal amount, number of years, and rate of interest. Well, then what is the formula to calculate the simple interest? We will calculate it by SI, which is equal to P into N into R divided by 100. So whatever I get inside the simple interest, we have to print it. So printf your simple interest will be your simple interest will be equal to percentage f, then your SI. So we need to print the SI value over here. So that's all. Let me execute this program and see whether our answer is correct or not. So let's run it. Enter the principal amount, number of years, rate of interest. So what should be our principal amount? So we will take the same example. Let's say 5,000. This is our principal amount. Then number of years, let's say I will provide 2 years, and rate of interest, let's say my rate of interest is 5%. So you can see here the answer is your simple interest will be 500 rupees. Similarly, let us run it again and check for another value over here. So our program is correct now. So let me take the principal amount will be 7,000 rupees, and we are taking it for 3 years, and the rate of interest may be 7.5. okay, so if we'll do that, then the simple interest will be calculated as your simple interest will be 1,575 rupees. Okay, so this is how you are calculating the simple interest. I hope you understand this concept to calculate the simple interest. Now another thing over here I want to explain. So let me create another program for that. Again, testing.c. okay, so I'm creating another program to explain another concept over here. Suppose there is a concept called escape sequences. So those escape sequences are used to print the data in a proper format, or whenever you are viewing the output in the output window, it should be properly displayed so that the user who is using your program should not be confused with the output. So let me show you an example for that. So let me write hash include stdio.h, then your int main. Let's say here I want to print 3 lines. So one line will be printf C programming. Okay, then the second line will be printf learn to code. Okay, so this is the second line, and the third line that I am to write is printf enjoy learning. Okay, fine. So we have taken 3 lines, so there must be return 0 for your int main. Fine. So I have written 3 lines, that is your C programming, second one is called learn to code, and enjoy learning. So let me see what exactly we get in the output window. So let me save it by pressing Ctrl S. Now run it. So if you see all the lines that I want to print, even I have written in 3 separate lines, it is printed in the same line. Like C programming, there will be no space and it comes learn to code, then there will be no space and it is written enjoy learning. Okay, but I want to print it on separate lines. So what exactly we are going to do is we will use the concept of escape sequences. So one escape sequence, how do you identify escape sequence? Every escape sequence will be started with a backslash and along with a character to assign to it. So let me use one escape sequence that is called the new line escape sequence, and it is written something like this: \n. Okay, \n means that is a escape sequence which will print the corresponding line, means this C programming, in a separate line. Similarly, we have to type a \n over here too, and a \n over here too. So if we'll do that, it will print all the lines in a separate line. So let me show you. Control S. So let's run it. So you can see the output is coming C programming, then learn to code, then enjoy learning. Let me show you another interesting fact over here. Let me put \n 2 times, another time \n. Okay, so let's see what happening. So Control S, then run the code. So you can see, so another gap we are finding out between this two. Okay, so I hope you understand that. So due to this \n, here a space is find out, means the output window finds a space over here. Another, because of this two backslash line, one backslash line you will be helping this learn to code to the next line, and another \n line will give a space on it, means skip one line. Okay, so I hope you understand the concept of escape sequences. Not only a single escape sequence is available, there are several escape sequences available, like your \a, \b, \t, \r. So there will be several, but we don't want to discuss over here particularly. This will be discussed whenever there is a requirement of that. So but in writing simple programs or to write complicated programs too, we are mainly using this escape sequence frequently. That's why I have explained it here, and wherever there will be a need, I will explain the other \/ characters or the escape sequences. So that's all for the today's class. Thanks for listening. Goodbye.